So we're asked many times kind of about the accessibility of the ArxFit technology. Where can I get my hands on it? Where can I try it? Well, you're in luck here, obviously. But we do have facilities. Efficient Exercise, that we're based here in Austin, have a facility out in Los Angeles. We have Body Construction in Atlanta. We have One-to-One Wellness Center in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We have Juviva in Copenhagen, Denmark, The Perfect Workout in Southern California. There are places that implement this technology, but we want to do better than that. We really want to expedite and broaden our reach, if you will. And so we've developed this technology to help us do that. Again, specifically with the Omni, being available for the home market, we feel like is going to strongly expedite that. I'll use an example that when I had the Omni that now Anthony has at his home, he stole it from me, no. But there's nothing more efficient than that. You have a phenomenal tool right in your living room, office, bedroom, wherever you put it, home gym if you're lucky enough. And you work out whenever you want, you spend your 10 minutes doing it, and then you get on with your life. Again, we're trying to empower people to be able to do things that they want to do better, whether it's physical activities, give them a stronger engine, or whether it just be, again, relationships, business ventures, whatever, so that they don't have to spend hours a week trying to work out. Again, the best way to really understand it, roll up your sleeves, get on it, get your hands dirty, and give it a test drive. Just like a Ferrari, you might buy one at sight unseen, but you'd probably want to give it a test drive. Same thing here. You have to really get on it to understand it, but we hope to be able to accomplish today that there's enough visuals, especially for the people that aren't going to experience it, enough visuals and communication that we can give you that you'll better understand what adaptive resistance exercise means, how it feels, and how it could be beneficial to your particular walk. How does it work? Again, adaptive resistance exercise adapts to the user, not a gravity-based system. Most of us are familiar with a gravity-based system. Again, the reason I choose not to use weight training or strength training because it's a resistance training. We're giving you a said resistance. And again, I often use the analogy of man versus machine. This thing's always going to beat you. That's okay. That's really okay. You know, if you accept that psychologically and know, yeah, this machine's always going to beat me, but we have software to track how well you did. Again, the system works and responds to you, and we can see how well you did against it. Again, it kind of takes away some of those, and makes almost obsolete some of those pursuits of perfect cams. I know Keith has used the analogy of bands and chains that were perfectly designed throughout a range of motion. Again, a bench press, most guys know what that exercise is. You're going to have to select a resistance where you can continually get it off that weak link off your chest. But what you're doing is you're cheating yourself, in my opinion, of the potential that you have in strength, hypertrophy, all the things that you want out of resistance training. Specifically on the negative, when you're lowering the weight, you can usually lower about 40% more weight. Well, in a regular gravity-based system, unless you got a couple strong training partners, you're not going to really be able to pull that off very regularly. Nor is it always safe. Sometimes, let's say you can lower 500 pounds, maybe you can do that twice, but on that third, fourth, fifth rep, however many you're going for, it's going to slam your chest. Again, not very safe. So here, the system adapts to whatever you're putting out. Doesn't really matter how weak or feeble you are or how strong you are. Again, you can go from passive resistance, which is basically stretching, all the way to heavy, heavy eccentric loading, depending on what your goals are and what's needed. Again, I think that, you know, we get asked questions about it, even from what I would call very intelligent people in the business. I'll talk with them for 20, 30 minutes, and they'll ask a question that I'm like, wow, they don't get it. It's nothing against them. It's just with the technology, they're not really understanding. They'll still ask a question like, well, how much resistance do you put on it? The thing doesn't have a predetermined amount of resistance. It's going to measure what you're outputting. And again, we're here to say that, yeah, there are other ways to do it. But if you experience this, you'll kind of understand, wow, I'm kind of cheating myself, or at least that's how I feel. When I get on a normal machine, I have to do it from time to time. It just feels like, wow, specifically on the negative, I'm cheating myself. I know I could do a lot more, but I don't have access to it for whatever reason, or you know. So you experience a difference and you feel the difference, then you know what we're talking about. I want to bring up Keith the Beast over here. I think the best way to show you, without shy of you getting your hands on it, is to really kind of walk through, if you will, kind of what's happening. We'll kind of narrate a little bit here. And allow us to kind of interact with the software that will be on the screen there. Keith that will be doing, in this case, a pull down. Pull down is kind of like a chinning up motion. Fairly simple exercise and fairly easy to kind of understand what's going on here. You ready?
Yep.
Welcome, Keith, to the stage.
Here's Keith, yeah. I feel small all of a sudden. Yeah, we'll do just pull down. I think because we just have one, we'll probably just do, Got to treat him like a client. Do the belts for him. Oh, is it stuck through there? There you go. There we go. Okay, so what I want to show you, we have someone manning the software, so just bear with us as we do this. We'll create a profile for Keith. This is almost like he's never done it. We know this guy's done it, but so enter 1110. We usually just do a birth date. Don't have to do that, but so we'll enter in 1110 and create a profile for him. We'll enter 1110. And then create user profile. And Keith, how?
6 foot, 6'0".
Again, all these steps just necessary to have the data saved. Software tracks your progress. We got 1110.
1110. 19 freaking 64.
Do you see the frickin' key? And then we can accept that. We'll punish this guy. I think he makes himself lighter. We'll go ahead and hit custom at the bottom there. And we'll hit pull down. There we go. And we'll just let it sit there for a second. So I just want to describe a little bit of what we're doing. Again, showing that the system adapts and responds to the person and the user here. I'm just going to have Keith actually do a couple of static exercises. This is no movement at all. Some people find it to be a preferred training method. We find it kind of boring, but you can do it, and especially in rehab environments. And again, there's research to show at certain times to do static training. Again, I'm kind of trying to stay protocol agnostic as much as possible, but just to show you what the system does. Go ahead and hit begin here. And then we don't even have to hit start. Yeah, we do. Go ahead and, Keith, we'll go and get ready here. We'll do about a 10-second static here. 2, 1, and pull. So look, so he's making the force gauge go up here. We can see it. Keep with it, Keith. Breathe through it. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Now hit stop for us, please. And again, system didn't move, but it's responding to what it's doing, and we're seeing, again, what it is. Now that you're ramped up a little bit, I want you to try to beat that one. Go ahead and hit next here. Go back to pull down. I want to show you a couple things with it, and Hit begin. Now I want you to really go, again, all out. Try to beat that and hit start in 2, 1, and go for it. Drive it, drive it. There we go. Keep with it, keep with it, keep with it. A little bit longer, pull harder, drop those shoulders. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1, and then stop it there. Okay, so he beat his max. We have some numbers to work with here. Again, I'm just getting this guy warmed up. And so, trust me, he's a beast. He can keep on going, and yeah. So go ahead and hit next, and then we'll go back to pull down one more time. Thanks. So there's a couple different ways that we can do this. And what we'll do is we'll kind of work within this green zone. I hope you can kind of see that, but again, within that kind of shadowy green zone, we'll do a couple of repetitions. It's just a goal for Keith to kind of stay within. What that is that's his max with 40% below it. It's an ambitious goal on the positive. It's not so much on the negative. And what we'll do is we'll walk him through a couple repetitions here. Again, working through that zone there. Okay, you can go ahead and hit start there and be ready in 3, 2, we'll get a couple reps here and drive it. Good. Keep the core tight. So he's trying to stay within that green zone. 2, 1, and again, now hold on to it, stay with it. Again, all out effort there. Breathe through, hold it out. That's it, that's it. Good, good. On the negative, see how much further and how much stronger he is? There's no bracing here. 2, 1, let's stick with it. Breathe, drive. Keep the core tight. On the positive, again, that was his static max. He's staying close to that green zone. 2, 1, one more negative, Keith. And hold it out, hold it out. Keep with it, core tight. Good, stay with it. Break that machine, keep going, keep going, keep going. A little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1, let's take a breather. If you hit stop for us there. That was awesome. And again, you can see how on the negative, or the eccentric portion of the repetition, he's much stronger. And the point proven there that if you were doing a chinning up motion, how much stronger you are as you let yourself down. But we're in a gravity-based system, we're confined by gravity and what we can actually get ourselves up to the chin bar with.